Hello, beautiful viewers of ABAKWA Television and the show Arise and Shine. You are welcome to yet another edition. Remember the show Arise and Shine, it's that show where we engage you viewers in real-time discussions on current events, lifestyle topics, and societal issues. On the show, you get motivated, you get health tips, you get educated in our learning lab, you get to know more about fashion and style, and most of all, you get to know all that's trending. Now, I am your host, Miriam Sibel. We'll be right back.
Arise.
Welcome back, beautiful viewers. Before we get motivated, here is what we'll be discussing on the show this morning. Do you find any difference between a private and a secret relationship? And do you think that it's a red flag to be in any of them? Well, the number is on your screen. The comment section is open for those of you watching on Facebook and on YouTube. Please share the video, like, and of course, comment. It's time for us to get motivated before we ride on our daily activities. So stay motivated with this. Well, the first I have for you today says, keep a little space in your heart for the improbable. Embrace the unexpected. Life often surprises us with opportunities we never imagined. So stay open to new opportunities and you might just discover your true potential. Now, curiosity has its own reason for existence. Yes, let your curiosity guide you. Ask questions, explore new ideas, and never stop learning. Learning is a process, it never ends. You get, so every answer leads to new questions, foiling your growth and understanding of the world. The next says, the quality of your decisions determines the quality of your life. Take charge of your choices. Every decision shapes your path, so make them count. Reflect, learn, and choose wisely, and you will create a life you truly desire. Also note that the price of greatness is responsibility. Yes, I love this one. Step up and own your journey. Greatness comes with challenges and responsibilities, but facing them with courage will lead you to a life of fulfillment and impact. You understand, right? Now, no one is perfect. That's why understanding is so important. I had to stress on so important so you know the gravity of how important it is. Embrace your imperfections and those of others. Cultivating understanding fosters compassion and connection, enriching your relationships and creating a supportive environment. So prioritize or practice the art of understanding. You get? Now don't take your eyes from the target. Yes, this one had to come. Stay focused on your goals. Distractions may arise, yes, but keeping your vision clear will guide you to success. Persevere and remember why you started in the first place. Cultivate the habit of recalling what made you, what incited you to start that thing that you are engaged in right now. Can we ride on? The next says, possible is for the willing. Believe in yourself and take action. If you are willing to put in the effort and embrace challenges, you will find that what once seemed impossible can become your sweet reality. Now, here is an additional one for you, last but not least. Mountaintops inspire leaders, but valleys mature them. Why not embrace both your successes and your struggles? While moments of triumph can ignite your passion, it's in the valleys, the challenges and hardships where true growth occurs. Learn from every experience and let them shape you into a resilient and a wise leader. Remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. So let's come back. We are good to go from here. Stay motivated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we bring you into our health center. Should I say health center? Yes, I have brought a health center here in the person of Molly Candy, all the way from Home Clinic here in Bamenda. And she's here to tell us about the importance of taking water. Let's find out. Good morning, Candy.
Good morning, Sibel.
Thank you. It's been a long minute. Where have you been?
When I was out of town, I had some
Okay.
things to do out of town.
Okay. How are
Yeah,
you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You're back for good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us, how is home clinic?
Home clinic is good, and it is an organization where
Mm,
it's an NGO where in that NGO we run a mobile clinic where we bring healthcare to your doorstep.
okay.
Yeah, you don't need to go to the hospital and
Necessarily.
stay on the long waiting line to see a doctor.
Okay.
So we bring healthcare to your doorstep, and we have digital platforms where you could book for an appointment, get to see a doctor, talk
Mm-hmm.
with the nurse, and then tell us what you want. Then we bring the healthcare to your home
Okay.
at the comfort of your home.
More like when people sell food, they do home delivery.
Yeah,
You now do home services.
yeah, that is it.
Okay. That's interesting. And where is it situated?
We have centers in town. We have one center at Wazawish Junction, and
Okay.
there is another center at Old Jess.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to where we were. We want to know the importance of drinking water. So tell us about that.
Okay. When many people hear about drinking water, the thing is when you're thirsty and you need to take a sip. No,
Mm-hmm.
actually, the main idea behind drinking water is not just for you to drink water when you feel like you need
Okay.
that water because your body needs to balance its fluid level. You
Okay.
need to balance the level of fluid in your body, and most importantly, everything you do in your system, you need water.
Mm.
Water helps to transport. In fact, it helps in all the bodily functions. So
Mm-hmm.
water is a very important thing. And the irony is many people don't drink water. So a
Yes.
person can go for a day without even taking a cup of water. And
Mm-hmm.
that's very dangerous.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
attacked because I drink water only when I feel thirsty or what? Yes, I think so.
That should not be the case because you don't need to just drink water when you're thirsty. No,
Mm-hmm.
you need to drink water because your body needs it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is there any particular quantity that we should take every day?
Yeah, there are different studies, but generally, it's advisable to take at least 8 to 10 cups of water a day.
8 to 10 cups.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So what happens to our bodies when we are not drinking water?
When you don't get to drink water, you become dehydrated because when you're drinking water, you're hydrated. So when you stop doing that, you're dehydrated and you start feeling symptoms like headache. In some cases, you have blood visions, and
Mm-hmm.
then you'll be feeling tired, weak, fatigue, all those things.
Okay.
Those are some of the signs. Yeah,
So you're saying that it helps us feel energized. So
exactly.
how does it?
First of all, what water does to your system is that it helps your body to transport nutrients and
Mm-hmm.
all the important vitamins you need,
Yeah.
including energy. So
Okay.
when you get to drink water, it helps your body to supply those, and it carries the energy to the places where you need it and
Okay.
helps to
Okay.
energize.
So let me ask this one. Can drinking water improve the health of our skin? Maybe not our systems necessarily.
Well, yes, it does because when you have enough water, first of all, you moisturize your body.
Mm.
Second of it is going to make your skin to be elastic. You're going to
Elastic.
yeah, you not have cracks.
Okay.
Yeah, your body will not
Okay.
be cracking stuff like that, and then
Mm.
you will glow. Most of
You
these
just
people
glow.
that you see people glowing like that,
The skincare.
check them. They
Okay,
drink
so
water.
water is part of skincare.
Yeah, water is part of
Wow.
skincare.
Now we know. All right, Candy, thank you very much. So, why is water important for people who exercise or play sports? I've heard this a lot.
Like I said before, water is involved in almost all of the bodily functions. So when you get to drink water, it's going to transport the energy you need to do sport. So
Mm,
water carries that energy you'll be using for sport. So when you don't drink water, the energy might be there, but it has no means of getting to the muscles where they'll use. So when you get to
yeah.
drink water, you're going to have the energy you need.
Okay.
Because if you notice, for those people that go out to the gym, when they are exhausted, they're taking water.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, you see, you start regaining back some strength. That's
Okay.
to tell you the importance of water.
Okay. How important is it to our kidneys?
For water, it helps your kidney to send out waste products and toxins from your system.
Mm,
It's because without water, you will not have enough quantity of urine coming out of you. And urine is not just anything, but it's waste products and toxins that your system is sending
yeah.
out. And you cannot urinate if you don't have water in your system.
Mm,
So water now is going to help your kidneys to send out those waste products and those toxins in the system, and it's going to help in the prevention of kidney stones.
mm.
Yeah, it's
So
very
let's
dangerous.
okay, let's say that you stay 1, 2, 3 days without water.
Yeah.
What's that immediate ripple effect that can just occur?
With within the period of maybe 1 to 3 days, you not really like be feeling. You just have the headache, dizziness, all those
Mm,
stuff. Then
mm-hmm.
now it's going to really show in your urine, because you will start to pass out
Okay.
urine like Coca-Cola kind of
Yeah.
urine. Then normally on a very
Mm,
normal day for a normal person, you need to pass out pale yellow or clear urine.
okay.
So, yeah,
So that's it.
yeah,
All right, let me take you to this other question. Can drinking water help us think clearly and focus better?
exactly. When you take in enough water, it helps you to be focused. In
Mm,
most cases, you get to pay attention to many things, and it helps you in memory.
wow.
Yeah,
So it's advisable for students,
exactly.
workers, in fact, everybody
Yeah,
who is engaged in something. As long as you're breathing, you need water.
exactly.
Okay, what are some easy ways to drink more water throughout the day? Because it's difficult to just wake up. I hear people wake up 6 a.m., 5 a.m., and first thing they do is drink water. I mean, I find it difficult doing that. So, how do you advise we do that without feeling like, oh, it's irritating?
Well, for, like you said, those people that take water 6 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, that's a very, very good habit to try to incorporate. Because let me just
Okay.
say this, because when you get to take water in the morning, you
Mm,
nourish your brain first. That's the
nourish
first
your
thing you
brain.
do. You've
Okay.
already nourished your brain. If you notice, you will be thinking more lively. In fact, that day is not going to be like a normal day where you just get up and then you start doing your things. So back to the question you asked.
Mm-hmm.
In order to incorporate water into your taking more water
Yeah.
in a day, our advice, you maybe get a water bottle and then you
Water
work with, yeah.
bottle. Work with it.
Then you set
Okay.
reminders with that, at least on your phone. If you get a message pop
Okay.
up,
Set
time to drink
reminders to drink
water,
water.
at least even if you don't have the water with
Okay.
you, you'll be conscious that you need to drink water.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a case where you're working with your water bottle, you
Mm-hmm.
might just stand and then you take a sip. And then
All right.
secondly, if you cannot have access to water all the time, maybe take fruits and vegetables. They have high quantity of water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying that people like us who do not drink water very early in the morning, we don't think clearly. Are not focused.
Not really. Not
Okay.
really, but statistics have shown that when you get to take water first thing in the morning, when you just get up from the bed, it kind of, how can I put it, reorganize your brain, and
Mm.
yeah, nourishes your brain in
Enhances your thoughts.
things
They
like that.
have.
Yeah,
Hey, we're going to try. So
try.
Sharon will start thinking straight when she wakes up in the morning. I beg, she shouldn't hear this. All right, let me take it to the next question.
Yeah.
What are some easy ways to? Okay, I said that. Are there any foods that can help us stay hydrated?
Yeah, presently me, what I can recommend, we have watermelon, cucumbers.
Okay.
These particular two foods, they have very high amount
Mm,
of water.
okay.
You can tell when you when you're eating it, you're really feeling the
Mm-hmm.
amount of water that is coming out from it. So I can recommend watermelon and cucumber. So people that cannot eat cucumber, that don't like it,
Mm-hmm.
at least they can go with watermelon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because most men don't like cucumber for obvious reasons that I do not know.
yeah. So they can go with cucumber, with
Yeah.
watermelon. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, how can we tell if we are drinking enough water?
I think the easiest way to know if you're taking enough water is from your urine, the color of your urine.
It's going to be clean.
If you have
Or
enough water in your system, your
okay.
urine is going to be pale yellow or clear.
Hmm.
Yeah. But for someone who has very that barely drinks water, they'll
Okay.
have very dark color urine
Okay.
and it has a color more like Coca-Cola.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's how your urine will be.
So,
And
and
in
that's
very
not
little
healthy. Is
quantity.
it healthy?
No, it's not healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, because in most situations, first of all, toxins are not getting out of your system.
Mm.
The urine is too concentrated, that could cause you infections, and then it can cause you kidney stones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay. What's the most important thing to remember about drinking water, aside everything that you've mentioned?
Water, you're not drinking water because you're thirsty.
Okay.
You're drinking it because you need it in your system. You need to function.
Mm.
So if you don't drink water, you're killing yourself. So
Wow.
for people that don't feel like that they want to drink water,
Mm-hmm.
then let them just drink it for the fact that they need to stay alive.
You need to stay alive.
Because most of the diseases, things like that, if you look very well, they are kind
Mm-hmm.
of associated with,
With not drinking water.
yeah.
Okay. And clean water at that, right?
But the irony is, Bamia does not have clean
Amanda does
water.
not have. For months, the color of my water is this your hair.
Ah,
Can you
it's
imagine?
terrible. Bamia does not have clean water at all. You carry water from the tap and it's like,
You just better you dig a well. It's clean.
yeah,
But God is helping us,
exactly.
and we should thank the whoever is in charge for that. Okay, so do you have any final tips for our audience about staying hydrated?
What I can say is, make water to be something in your day-to-day activities.
Okay.
If it's even possible, set, like I said, you set your reminders and try to drink water in particular times in a day. Like
Mm-hmm.
you say, every 8, every 9, every 10, you're going to be taking at least this particular quantity of water.
Mm-hmm.
With this, when you do this like that for 1 month, with time, your system will just get to adapt to it.
Mm-hmm.
Every 9 a.m., your system will be telling you, I need water, and you go for it even without the reminders. So
Mm-hmm.
when you get to incorporate it into your daily activities,
Okay.
you just get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can proper or let me say drinking good water solve problems in relationships? We need it to survive.
Yeah, it's like
It's
we need
like
it.
we need it, right?
Yeah, because if water can help you to reason well, to
Yeah.
concentrate, focus. If
Focus.
you're focused, you can think well.
Hey,
Yeah.
and you know how to handle that relationship
Yes.
banga.
Maybe let's say in a
Okay.
situation where something is going on, then you need to think before you
Yes,
react.
you drink
Like
water.
something just happened, you just take a sip of water. While
Yes.
you're trying to swallow the water,
Yes.
you can think something
You remember
reasonable.
how much you love that person.
Maybe.
This is the girl. You know this thing. Well, thank you very much, Candy,
You're
for
welcome.
telling us about the importance of drinking water. So I made mention of maybe drinking water solving relationship problems because we want to talk about relationships.
Okay.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have this topic of discussion with Candy and you. Here is our topic of discussion. The number is on your screen. Most of you people are already sending in your contributions. Do you agree, Candy, that there is a difference between a private and a secret relationship? And is it a red flag to be in any?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a difference.
There's a
Just from the English,
difference.
there's a difference.
Private,
Secret,
secret.
yeah.
Oh, there are differences.
So for me, I think a private relationship can be more like
Mm-hmm.
you guys are together, maybe family and close friends
Yeah.
know that you're together.
Mm.
And you're maybe the reason why you're keeping it private is because you don't want it to get into the public eye. into the social media stuffs like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now for a secret relationship, I think no family member is involved
Yeah.
and friends don't know anything about it. It's just you and the partner.
Okay.
And for me,
Just two people.
just two people.
And you think that's a red flag?
Yeah, that could be a red flag.
Okay.
Because if I get to be in a relationship where I know just the partner, just my partner,
Mm-hmm.
there is high chances of cheating because no other person knows me. And
Mm.
everybody knows my partner is single.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm single. So there are high chances of cheating and distrust because I will never trust you since it's just me and you that know that we are in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, so when it comes to that private, you're 100% secure.
well, it's depending on your reason of keeping the relationship private.
Okay.
Maybe, for instance, if the person is an influencer, stuff like that, I don't want your relationship being dragged on the media,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Maybe you can keep that private.
Yeah.
Family and friends know about it.
Mm-hmm.
But being secret,
Mm.
nah, that's a red flag.
So you're saying that if maybe a guy or a lady should tell the partner, let's make this relationship secret, you should give them drinking water so they think they
Yeah,
think straight.
I'll say, please get a glass of water.
Get a glass
Yeah,
of water so
take
you
a
can
sip
now
then. Are you
talk.
sure? Are you
Yes.
sure what you
Talk
said?
something that
Are you
makes sense.
serious? Exactly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Molly Candy's take. Well, let me take two of your messages that you are sending already. Candy, let's
Okay.
have their messages. It says, "Hello, everyone. Great topic for a beautiful show. Thank you very much. I am Donald from Back Travelers. And from a psychological perspective, the distinction is crucial. A private relationship can promote security and intimacy, while a secret relationship may stem from insecurity or fear of judgment. If one partner feels the need to hide the relationship, it can indicate a lack of trust, which is definitely a red flag. Okay, thank you very much. Candy, he says something that a secret relationship may stem from insecurity and fear of judgment. Now, do you think that, let's take a scenario where you meet a guy and perhaps there are family dynamics that would not support your relationship. You can't tell your family because your family will be against this person, maybe because of your own family, the thing that you do, the background you came from. Do you think that it's safe to keep it secret until when you start finding out how you can navigate through that problem? Don't you think?
Well, in that kind of a scenario, you can keep it secret. But
Mm.
now, for how long?
For how
That's the
long?
question.
To when you've seen that your parents maybe have changed their mentality about marriage relationships.
Well,
Okay.
if you think that is possible,
Hmm.
you,
You can go with it.
yeah,
So we cannot entirely say secret relationship is a red flag because there are, circumstances surrounding why it is kept secret.
yeah, that's another point.
Hmm. I'm just saying, but you
Yeah,
have your take, right?
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Donald, for your contribution. This other message says, "Wow, this is interesting. I am Morgan from Bambui. I believe both can exist in a healthy way. A private relationship can mean that the couple values their bond and wants to keep it special. As for secret relationships, they could be complicated, but sometimes there are valid reasons for privacy. It's essential to communicate openly to avoid misunderstandings." All right. Thank you very much, Morgan, for your own contribution. You agree with her, right? Okay, Candy, it's been a wonderful time with you on this particular edition. Now, I want you to give maybe a word of advice to single people, just like myself. Sharon will not agree with this, but to us, let's know some of the red flags that comes with relationships and in general, private, secret relationship. I mean, if that partner, if that person loves you, they would want the world to know, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Some people have that different way of how
Hmm.
they kind of see things. Another partner will say, "I love you, so I don't want to show you up. I don't want to like
Mm-hmm.
expose you," things like that. And
Yeah.
another person will say, you're the love of my life, and I want
Mm-hmm.
to
You're the
show
love of
you
my
off.
life.
Yeah, I want to let everyone know that this is a no-go area.
Okay.
So depending on who your partner is,
Okay.
you will know if being in a secret or private relationship is a red flag.
Okay.
And depending on their reasons for keeping it that way,
Mm-hmm.
you will know why it is like that. But
Mm-hmm.
in a case where somebody is just keeping you private,
Yeah.
everything is just low key,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not giving you any reason
Yeah.
for it being that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they don't have any reason, if they don't provide any reason for that, then
Yes.
it should be a red flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've established on our session that when you think straight, you enhance, your conversations and your interactions with people. And one of the things that helps us to think, focus, and, communicate very well is taking water,
Staying
drinking
hydrated.
water. And for relationships that are about to start, take drinking water seriously, not because you feel thirsty, but because it's essential.
Yeah,
That's it, right, Candy?
that's it.
Before you go back to home clinic, I
Yeah.
want to tease your brain and also the brains of our viewers this morning. So here is our riddle on the show Rise and Shine this morning. It says, what is Rupert the bear's middle name? What is Rupert the bear's middle name? The second one says, is there or if there is a frog dead in the counter of a lily pad right in the middle of the pond, which side would it jump to? I'll take it again. If there is a frog dead in the center of a lily pad right in the middle of the pond, which side would it jump to? Over to you, Candy.
It's really difficult.
Really difficult, but
Yeah.
just try. You must not get it correctly. You just need to think out of the box. Anything that comes to mind, say it. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Let me go to the question
What
again.
is Rupert the bear's middle name? If there is a frog dead in the center of the lily pad, right in the middle of the pond, which side would it jump to? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So for the
7, 8.
first question, I'm sorry, I will not have a response to that.
Okay.
But for the second one,
Mhm.
I think to the right.
To the right. Okay, can a dead frog jump?
So that's the quick. Oh God.
Oh my god. You get it. But it's fine. You tried.
I really tried,
Yes,
yeah.
you tried. Because at least you picked one. So, ladies and gentlemen, Molly Candy has been amazing on today's edition of the show, and I hope that you have learned a lot from her. Molly Candy, you have some people you want to say hello to before going?
Yeah, I want to say a big shout out to my home clinic family
Mm-hmm.
and to the viewers of ABAKWA television.
Yep, that's it, right?
Yeah. And to those watching online, because it's
Yes.
been ABAKWA television is streamed online, right?
Yes.
So please like,
Like, share,
share,
follow us,
comment.
comment.
Yeah.
Yes. So, have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, and you too.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you saw it on our health tips on the show Rise and Shine this morning. It's a beautiful time for us to take on a musical interlude. And when we come back, you will receive your prophetess, Gashi Sharon. Stay tuned. Welcome back, beautiful viewers. I hope you had a beautiful time on that musical interlude. Well, while we were on that, your prophetess Gashi Sharon, aka Shasha Cutie, aka Queen Positivity, aka the Princess, and her names continue, stepped in. She's here. Good morning,
Hi,
Sharon.
Isabel. Good morning.
Thank
How are
you.
you doing?
I'm doing well, and
I'm in the
you?
glow.
I know where your mind
The
is right now.
glow.
I know
No,
where
but
your
you're looking.
mind
No,
is.
you have changed all of a sudden.
I have because of
Not like you were not looking good before, but now
okay.
I'm
Because
sure
you
understand.
think I'm in a
Not
relationship.
thinking, we know.
We know how.
Evidence.
How can you be telling me about
It's
myself?
okay, it's okay. Let's not expose ourselves.
All right, since you're the prophetess, I can't really argue much.
You get the point
Yes,
now.
else your Christians and followers will come after me. Okay. Thank you, Sharon, for coming on the show as always.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, the people of God are ready.
Okay. Okay, hello beautiful viewers of ABAKWA TV. If you are just joining, this is the slot horoscope on the show Arise and Shine only on ABAKWA TV. And as you know, whenever you see me, you know your positivity queen is here to tell you what the horoscope or your zodiac sign has to say for you. And as usual, you know we always begin with Aries, which says,
July, the archetype of the protector or the nurturer. July arrives with warmth, family gatherings, and emotional richness. It's a month deeply connected to care, connection, and inner life. Jung would associate July with the archetype of the nurturer or the protector, those who are instinctively attuned to the emotional needs of others. People born in July often have strong emotional intelligence. They may be deeply empathetic, compassionate, and fiercely loyal to those they love. There is usually a strong connection to family, roots, memory, and tradition. These individuals often become the emotional center of their communities, offering safety and comfort to those around them. However, the shadow of the nurturer can be self-neglect. July-born people may give so much to others that they forget to care for themselves. They may suppress their own feelings in order to keep the peace. Their growth lies in learning to protect themselves as much as they protect others.
and ladies and gentlemen, that is how we saw it today on the slot horoscope on the show Arise and Shine from the prophetess of the show. Thanks for staying tuned.
From the one and only prophetess of the show.
Oh.
Dashi Sharon, we the
Yes,
people
ma'am.
of God, we say amen.
Amen.
Yes, these days you've been more spiritual. Like you've been
Oh.
spending more time on the mountain.
Yeah, I actually had a few days fast, so you know I want God to speak more, go deeper.
Look at the person who has been fasting. It's not showing.
I don't understand.
It's
Is
fine.
this supposed to be written all
I
over?
believe you. I believe you. I believe you. So thank you. All right, Gashi Sharon, this time I want to have you all to myself. I don't want Prince people to call feeling jealous whenever three of us are on set.
Oh, okay.
You think so, right?
You shouldn't feel defeated. It's okay.
It's okay.
Let's not make him feel bad again.
Yes. So we want to have this topic of discussion about, the fact that you've been making my relationship public is left to you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it because you think that having a private relationship is a red flag, or having a secret relationship being a red flag?
No, the thing is, you're trying to keep it secret, which is a red flag.
Oh wow.
But keeping a relationship private is not a red flag.
Okay.
You're not accepting to me nor the team. So that's a red flag. So you have something to tell us after the show.
Okay, so let's have it properly. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic of discussion is on the screen. A lot of you are already sending in your contributions, and I want to say thank you. So here is the topic. It says, do you agree that there is a difference between a private and a secret relationship? And is it a red flag to be in any? Nashi Sharon, officially talk.
Relationship. Okay. For me, I think private relationship is not a red flag, but secret it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Why
Secret
is that?
relation. The difference is secret relationship means it's just you and the person, like just the two people involved know about the relationship. But having a private relationship is okay, like not wanting to put your personal information out there for other people to see. But a private relationship, a close circle of people can know. But secret, nobody knows, just you. So for me, I think it becomes a red flag when it's secret. Because I don't know why you would be in a relationship with somebody and you want to keep it a secret. Of
Okay.
course, people will love to show off what they want or what they love,
Mm-hmm.
but not for some people love private stuff, and that's okay. It's okay to be private. It's okay not to
Yeah.
want people to get involved in your stuff. There are celebrities out here who we don't know nothing about their private lives, about relationships. Not like it's secret, no. Close, very close circle of people have idea about what's going on with them in their private, in their relationship and all of that.
Okay.
But us on social media, we don't have an idea why, because they decide to keep it private. And it's not a red flag. It doesn't jeopardize anything in their relationship.
Okay.
So that's it for
So
me.
something that I do not know about, is it not to be known as a secret to me?
Or
Yeah, the fact that I do not know about your relationship. Yes, I will put it that maybe it's a secret.
exactly why I said there is a difference between secrecy and privacy.
Okay. Okay.
Secrecy is when you are keeping it from everybody. Just the two parties are involved, and just the two of you know you guys are dating. Just like, for instance, you can say, okay, we are in a relationship, and I'll tell you, Sibel, don't tell anybody we are dating. Of course, that's a red flag. That's already something to say, okay, maybe you have plans to do other crazy things behind the scene.
Okay.
Even though we know those who are in serious relationships
Okay.
still cheat, yeah, but that's a more open, like an open road to cheating. Exactly. When
Okay.
you say trust me, you cannot bring that in. Don't present that to me secret. Why?
Why?
It means you just want us to have how would I put this? You just want us to have maybe just friends with benefit, or we're just getting stuff back to back, and then maybe you give, I give. That's not it.
When
But
it
not
comes to
when you have,
relationships, you always have lines.
you get the point.
Okay,
But
Sharon, thank you. Let me take one message and I have your comment on it. This one says, hello to you guys. Okay, I'm missing the message. This one says, nice one. This is Caleb from Upstation. I think it's all about context. A private relationship might just be a couple's choice, but it feels like it's being kept secret from friends or family. That's concerning. A secret relationship can indicate manipulation or dishonesty. So, yes, I would consider that a red flag. Trust is everything in a relationship.
exactly.
You agree?
Point clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's a secret, then you don't trust.
Yeah, I feel like that's why I said when it's a secret, you feel like there are more of ulterior motives of getting
Attached
into
to it.
that relationship. You feel like, okay, maybe you're with this person because you have intentions to just get one or two from that person, and then boom, you're gone. But when it's private, it means you have mind to keep to make it go far, but you don't want it to be out there, to be all over the place.
Okay, now this is me thinking out of the box. When it comes to relationships, don't you think that, yes, because I'm thinking secrecy is part of it. It's more like one stage, because when that man comes to you, you don't immediately go to your family and tell them, oh, I have this person. You are there, you are still observing, but you guys are already in that relationship. It's a secret at that moment, right?
Because it has not gotten to the stage of a relationship. You're
No,
just getting to
let's
know.
it's already we have
You can't.
agreed that we are in a relationship. Let's say we take 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We say we give ourselves 1 month, and for that 1 month, we are in a secret relationship because nobody knows about it.
Trust me, within that 1 month, at least one or two friends of yours will know. There is no way.
Okay, so you're
One,
saying that, sorry for cutting, you're saying that a secret relationship or secrecy at that moment is not a stage in it.
for me, I think a secret relationship can come in when it's just at the beginning of trying to get to know each other, to build a relationship or something. But once the relationship has been defined, or you are given a definition of your closeness or whatever you call it, then it's no longer secret. There shouldn't be anything involved in it as secret.
Okay. Okay, because you want your mental health intact. They shouldn't come near,
No,
right?
don't come close.
Yes, Sharon, that's it. It's been wonderful with you, and let me tease your brain and let you go.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have had the take of Dashi Sharon on this particular topic. Thank you all for continuing and sending your messages. Now, let's tease our brains one more time. This riddle says, What is Rupert the Bear's middle name? Gashi Sharon. I already answered the second one with Molly Candy. Did you hear it?
And of course, the answer was clear, right?
It was clear. Was
Dead.
it?
Yes.
Was it clear?
It was very clear. So I wondered why our smart Molly Candy, maybe is that
Oh wow.
the medical stuff just
Oh
mixed her
wow.
up
Because
a
you got
little
this one
bit.
correct. And now you can call Candy's name. All right, what says the first one?
For me, I think it's there.
It's
Rupert the Bear. The middle name is Bear.
okay. What is Rupert the Bear's middle name?
I don't know.
Sharon, you said it's what?
There.
Like there, because the name
The
is
bear.
Rupert the
Yeah.
Bears. Okay. I really do not want to say congratulations. But congratulations, you got it right. This one was easy, was it?
Now, can you attest to the fact that it's not all about protocol?
No,
this is not pride. I'm just.
Let's see about that when he comes on set. Yes, you got it right,
Thank you.
Gashi Sharon. And it is at this moment, this juncture, that you take your leave.
Okay. Now you've used
You
me
have
and dumped me.
Yes, I'm dumping you right now.
Well, sure.
But still, you have some people you want to say hello to.
Okay. Of course, I always hello beautiful viewers of ABAKWA TV. Thanks for always supporting, thanks for always watching, thanks for always liking and commenting on our videos. We are seeing you, we love you guys so much, and keep watching ABAKWA TV.
Yes, keep watching. Ladies and gentlemen, let Gashi Sharon have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, and same to you.
All right, back to where we are. Let's take a quick break on fashion and style, and when we come back, you will receive your teacher, Mrs. Schneider Williams. So what do we have for you on fashion and style today? You will find out.
You'd be surprised how many guys don't know their measurements. Here are 5 measurements that every guy should know when going shopping. Walk into a store and an associate asks, "What size are you?" They're not looking for a letter like a small, medium, or large. They're actually looking for a number, because tailored clothing is going to be a lot more exact. What they'll be looking for is your chest size, your waist size, your neck, your sleeve length, or your shoe size. Another good measurement to know would be your inseam, but if you're going for more of a higher quality brand, their pants will come either unfinished or generally longer. All these measurements are going to be taken in inches. These will slightly vary between brands, just depending on the cut.
You've had fashion and style, and I hope that you practice what we teach you on the show Arise and Shine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you into the Learning Lab and welcome you to learning from the one, the only Mrs. Schneider Williams, who is always full up here. Good morning, Mar. Yes.
I hope you guys are clapping as I'm clapping.
They are. You don't
Good
disrespect
morning.
our elders like that.
Good morning, Sibel.
Good morning, Mom.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, and you?
I'm okay. I'm alright.
Okay, I see you shining everywhere on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That means I have blow.
You blowed already. But that's just to say you're doing a good job, and of course the world needs to see that.
Thank you, Sibel. That means so much.
Yes. What are you teaching us today on the show? We are ready. Notebooks and pens. Open them right now.
Good morning, viewers of ABAKWA Television, and I hope this day meets you in good health and in strength. Afana, hope so na they do well. Let's talk in the language that we all understand. All right, so we are here again on the Learning Lab, and we are continuing with our series. And today we are going to be touching how to develop your skills. You know that for like 4 or 5 episodes we have been following this series, and we are going to follow it to the end, so that by the time we are rounding up with it, you're not going to say that you're confused, you can't find yourself, you don't know what to do at what point in time, you're already in line with it. Okay, so today we are going to look at 5 tips.
Another 5 tips.
Yes.
Okay.
When it comes to skills development.
Yes.
And I'm going to start with number 1 is that you have to look for potential areas of improvement.
Oh, wow.
So you need to start with taking an inventory of yourself. Find out based on where I'm going to and based on the level where my skill is right now, what are the areas where I think I need to improve.
Okay.
If you're a presenter, for example, you need to look what's the level of my stage presence, for example.
Okay.
At the level of my language, how good am I? At the level of my communication proficiency, how good am I? You need to look at all those things and then look at the areas where you are lacking and where you think you need to develop. That's point number 1, because you cannot be developing what you don't know, Sha.
Yeah, of
so
course.
You need to look at it. Take a critical look at every part of your professional life and then identify the areas which you think need development.
Okay.
Put them on a scale of preference in order of importance so that you know which one you can start with. Because sometimes getting too many of them too will get you confused.
Yeah.
So when you come up with a scale of preference, it's easier for you to say, all right, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go to this one, and so on and so forth. So it makes it easier for you to follow. The second thing is set SMART goals or objectives.
Okay.
When we talk of SMART, I'm not just saying SMART. I mean that the goals should first of all be specific.
Yeah.
That's why we are talking about the fact that you've analyzed already and you know specifically what you want to work on.
Yeah.
The second, it must be measurable, which means that over time, as you're developing, you should be able to measure the change in it. The third is that it should be achievable. Don't set goals that are not achievable. Make sure that what you're setting is something that within the confines of everything you have to do in your daily life, you're sure that you can achieve it. The third, where was I? The fourth thing is that it should be relevant.
Yeah.
You cannot be an electrician, and today people are using laptops and hard drives, and you go and you're learning how to repair DVD and how do you call those ones, those fat cassettes like that? Yeah. So you cannot say that you are a technician and you're learning skills that are not relevant in the time.
Yeah.
So you must learn the skills you're learning or the goals that you're setting must be relevant. And the last thing is that it has to be time bound.
Time-based.
I think that we have spoken a lot about timing in most of our slots which we have had. And timing can never be underrated. It is always emphasized. You don't just beat the bush in the air. Everything you're doing should have a time within which you expect that it should already be achieved. So your goal must be time bound. You're setting yourself that, all right, I'm saying that I'm going to do this within this period of time. And you make sure that you stick to it so that you are able to actually meet up with your targets.
Yeah.
Number 4, now you have known the areas where you want to improve. You have drawn a plan, because actually those goals and objectives come with a plan.
Yeah.
You're not just saying that I want to do this, but you're actually putting out action plans and action points that you are taking towards it within a particular period of time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm energetic today. Are you guys feeling me?
You are actually.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I'm feeling some energy in me today. All right.
Maybe you drank water. Did you drink water early this morning?
I drink water every morning.
You do?
Yes.
Maybe that's why, because Candy the nurse already taught us on the show on the importance of drinking water. And this is one of the things that she mentioned, that it helps you, being energized.
Okay, that means every time before I come to the show now, make sure I take more water. I'll increase the dose of water.
Yeah.
All right, so we've spoken about identifying the potential areas of development.
Yeah.
We have spoken about setting SMART goals. And the next thing now that you have to do is to put the plan at work.
Put it at work.
Yes. So it's not just enough to draw the plan, but you need to put it at work. Because if you draw it and you don't put it at work, you're not doing anything at the end. So you need to put that plan at work. Start developing. Start growing. Seek mentorship. Watch videos, go for workshops. We are still coming back. You see that everything we are actually talking about these days are
Yeah,
connected.
very, very connected.
Yes. So if it's something that needs that you go back to school, go back to school. Get online courses. Just do anything you can at that point in time per your plan to develop those skills.
Yeah.
That's our point number 3.
3.
Sibel, you're not a good student.
I am. You know I am. The fact that I just missed it. You cannot do that to me. Yes.
No, you're always a very good student. I had to stop you from giving lessons after.
You get.
But why did you stop?
Because you stopped me.
No, I didn't.
I'm an obedient student.
I just gave a comment and then you assumed that I stopped.
Okay, so I should start giving out comments, right?
So back to you, my viewers. We're on point number 3. So we said, I always come back to remind you of this so that you should not forget how we are progressing, okay?
Yeah.
The first thing is that you're looking for the potential areas of development. You're setting goals. You're putting the plan to work. And the next thing now is that you should be using the skills and seeking feedback. Like we were saying the other day when we were talking about progress and perfection.
Yeah.
Progress comes with mistakes. Don't be afraid to be corrected.
True.
And that's what feedback helps you to do. Feedback helps people to be able to have positive criticism. Sometimes even it's negative, but however the person who is giving you gives you, the important thing for you is to be able to get the feedback and work on what needs to be worked on.
Very important.
Most of the times I say that the comments that offend you most are the comments you need to take more seriously. Because your enemy gives you the best advice. No, say advice, the best criticism. Their intentions are wrong, but they will tell you the truth with the intention of hurting you.
Yeah.
But if you're wise enough,
you use it to
your benefit. Sometimes friends try to be very nice. They try to pamper what they have to tell you. They try to sugarcoat it. But there is that person who is just going to give you bam. You're going to hit very
just like
hard.
that.
Except if you have friends like me who will tell you the truth no matter how you're going to take it.
Okay.
So you need to seek feedback. And the people can only give you feedback when you are doing. So you need to put that skill into use so that people give you feedback based on how you are using the skill. For example, let's say you are in the nursing field. And you have gone and had all the knowledge and all the light, and when it's time for internship, you're not available for internship because you are afraid or for one reason or the other. It's only in that place when you are doing internship that people who are elderly than you or other people who are even patients give you feedback. They say, you know now for treat patient fine, for example. See how you just talk for person. They need to talk for person and so.
Yes.
Your senior nurse is there telling you, no, hold this hand like this, put and so, injects like this, injects like that. So if you're not using it, you're not able to have that criticism which you need to make your skills better. So put those skills to work. I know a lot of you out there who are afraid about what the community will say. You're afraid about what even your close people will say about what you do. You're afraid about what the kind of feedback that you will receive. And those things come mostly from the place of lack of self-esteem and confidence.
Right.
Look, if you have a skill, it's your own it. And when you own something, you should be proud of it, irrespective of how any other person looks at it. Because if you don't value yourself, nobody will value you.
Okay, that's true.
So don't be scared to use what you have. Don't be scared to practice that skill. I've seen situations where somebody is doing something and that person sees the friend coming and is running and hiding. Come on. That person where they run and so not they feed you. Yeah, so you need to be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you have. Use it. Sometimes the people you run from even are the people who could help you. And you will never know. But that pride in us sometimes make us to think that some things are menial than others.
Yeah.
So put that skill to work. And the last one, that's number 5, has to do with consistency and patience.
Consistency and patience.
There is this old saying we always use now. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Never.
So you don't expect to start working today and have it sharp. Even Yahoo boys, they are bad. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
It's not as fast as we think. There is a lot of work they put into duping.
That's true.
If I should say so. Please don't get offended at me. But that's just the truth. That's to say that there is nothing sweet that comes without sweat.
Lines.
There is a process which you must endure.
Yeah.
And the consistency is what builds personality. So if I am watching somebody doing the same thing day in, day out, I can easily trust that person to do that thing for me. And then because I trust that person to do that thing for me, I can pay that person for those services. But you see somebody who is doing this today, tomorrow, tu entre, tu sors, tu montes, tu descends. You are nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So nobody knows exactly what you can do. And nobody knows exactly what they can pay you for, because you are the jack of all trades, but the master of none. So sometimes I prefer somebody I know who carries his truck every day and pushes the truck by me. I see him going to go and hustle. In the evening, I see him coming back. If I have my luggage I want to carry, that's the person I'll easily call, because I see how he does it on a regular, which means that I'm looking for the right words to use. Consistency builds professionalism. It builds professionalism. That's what gives people confidence in your skill.
Yeah.
So when you've done all these things, maintain a pattern of consistency.
Yeah.
Keep doing that thing. Sometimes people dodge these things for the wrong reasons. For example, you do it for some time and say it doesn't pay, so you want to go to another thing. I understand how life hurdles could be, but the best thing is not always to quit. Now you can get some other thing which can be paying you, like we have always said, but make sure that you keep that train which is your own.
Yeah.
You can outsource from your other petty jobs, but you come back to that one thing that defines you, and you know that it's that one thing that requires all your
consistency, and you said that it enhances conviction in yes, Mrs. Shinada Williams, thank you very much. So talking about smart goals, should we also set smart goals in relationships?
you should set smart goals in everything in life.
Okay.
I always say it, everything happens by intentionality. And I prefer somebody who sets a goal and for one reason or not another does not achieve it, to somebody who has no goal.
Okay.
So even in the context of relationships, you should have a goal. See, young girls, it's not desperate to say that my plan is that by 28 I want to be married.
Okay.
And if that boy is around you at 28 and he's not proposing, you ask him, sir, what's the way forward, because I want to get married. And if he doesn't want to get married, you take your bags, you carry your luggage, and you go.
Nothing sweet comes without sweat. Don't you think that that's the sweat you need to go through before
maybe they sweat
it comes sweet?
No, the sweat could be that you are the one blocking the real person from coming to marry me. So I will sweat emotionally while crying that I have left you.
That's nice.
But anyway, I think that the smart goals apply with everything.
All right.
It has to do with everything.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I said that to bring you to our topic of discussion, which says, is there a difference between a private and a secret relationship? And is it a red flag to be in any? This is Shinada Williams. A lot of people are sending in messages, and I'll take one. You get what maybe they say, and you also have your take, right? Okay, this message says, loving everything about the show today. Thank you. I am called Jordan from Meetup One. Honestly, both have their pros and cons. A private relationship can be healthy and allow for intimacy without external pressures. But a secret relationship, that's a question, that can lead to complications, especially if one partner feels neglected or deceived. It's a gray area, but I would say that hiding something often signals deeper issues. Thank you very much, Jordan from Meetup. This is Shinada Williams. Any comments?
I'm very intentional about motives.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that whether it's private or it's secret, it all boils down to the intention behind the both parties. And if we look at it at the level of intention, I think that it's going to have we're going to define it very differently.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is somebody who is okay with everybody knowing that I'm in a relationship.
Yeah,
But I
definitely.
prefer that everything that is happening within that relationship stays just between my partner and I.
And I.
That's choosing to keep your relationship private, and which I
Mm.
think is a very good thing. It's a pro for any relationship.
Okay.
And there is another person who is in a relationship, and it's not like the person doesn't love the girl or anything, but that person is like, for so and so reason, let's keep it secret for now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say it depends on motive. Somebody does that for genuine reasons,
Yeah.
and another person does that because he wants to have multiple relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So it always goes back to me, to your intention.
Okay.
Why do you want the relationship private, or why do you want the relationship
Secret.
secret?
Mm-hmm. So intentions makes the difference.
Yes, to me, intention makes all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the question most of the times when somebody asks you, I'd like us to keep the relationship secret,
Mm-hmm.
the next question you should be asking the person is why.
Why?
Yeah, and be very careful with this kind of questions, because the real answer to that question is not what the person is saying, but is the person's reactions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but psychologically, I'm very quick to pick reactions, and I think that that's something that many people should possess as personal traits.
Okay.
Sometimes people say what they don't mean, but their actions will always tell you if that's what they mean or not.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're asking those kind of questions, you should be sensitive to verbal and non-verbal communication.
Definitely.
So that you don't fall prey for what the person is just saying with the mouth
Mm-hmm.
and then actually means something else. So actually, it's just about intentions.
Mm-hmm.
What's the intention behind keeping it private
Or
or
keeping it
keeping
secret?
it secret?
Mm.
So I personally don't have a problem with anyone, depending
Okay.
on the reason why the person chooses to make it private or secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my take on it for today.
All right. Thank you very much, and I would like to let you go for now.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. This time, I just want to let you go like that.
please do, by all means.
No way. You have your riddles. I need to tease your brain, right?
Why now?
Yes, I need
Also,
to.
this in my brain, I was like, has she forgotten? Or this is
Why
real?
should I forget? When it comes to you, I cannot forget.
You're
Because
always
I
trying to
want to
intimidate. I know what I'll do to you today. Tease me.
Okay.
Mm.
She's ready. Obviously, she's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, let's tease our brains one more time on the show Rise and Shine. So this riddle says, if a plane crashed on the border of England and Scotland, where would they bury the survivors? The next one says, Mother's Day is always the second Sunday in the month of May. When is the earliest day it could be? Are we good to go, Mrs. Shanara Williams?
Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
For the first one, I think that there's not going to be any corpse to bury. So England or the other country, there's actually nothing to bury. Those guys are in blazes. So if you are very interested in the ashes, carry to the country and bury the person.
Okay, so that's your response to the first
Yes,
one.
I think that for the first one, there's actually no survivor because they are all burnt.
No, let's read it again. It says, if a plane crashed on the border of England and Scotland, where would they bury the survivors?
But it crashed, there's no survivor, they have died.
What if there are survivors? People do survive, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
to
it's
me,
it's your confidence for
Sibel,
me.
don't worry me. They died. All of
Wait,
them died. They are
did
not
you
buried.
see that confidence? They don't bury, they'll carry their ashes with your
Yes,
soldiers.
all of them died. It crashed.
So you've not heard about accidents, crashes where people survived?
Plane crash.
Yes.
I'm not sure I've heard it.
They exist. They have been.
Oh, I got the niche again. If it's a survivor, the person is still alive, so they are not burying the person.
Thank me. Yes, that's it.
Oh,
do they bury survivors?
That word survivor just came back.
Yeah.
But guys, I still get sense. No, anyhow, really.
Well, I helped you.
No, both ways I'm still correct. There's no survivor. All of them have died.
Oh. Now, let's get to the second one. If you can, just give it.
Mother's Day is always the second Sunday
in the month of May. When is the earliest day it could be?
The second day in the month of May.
Sunday. Okay, let's leave it there. It's fine. She failed. Record on this edition of the show, Arise and Shine, is that Mrs. Schneider failed these riddles.
I didn't fail. You guys always have my back. I got it correct, right?
Wow. Second day of the month would be Sunday.
Why?
How would it be Sunday? That's the response you gave.
No, I said it's the second day of the month.
Okay.
I said the earliest day will be the second day of the month.
Okay, you didn't understand the riddle and it's fine.
The second Sunday of the month. Yes.
Second Sunday of the month. Yes, that's the question you just gave me again.
Yeah, it's still the answer.
Right, it's been a wonderful time with you. I'll reveal the answer at the end of the show.
Okay, Sylvia.
We have some people you want to say hello to before you take your leave.
Well, I just want to say hello to all the young people out there. The International Youth Skills Day is coming up on the 15th of July. And in commemoration of that day, we'll be having a workshop, the Enlightened Youth Embassy, to train on digital skills. So this is me inviting you that you would like to come and learn how to use your digital skills, basic digital skills, enhancement, and how to monetize your skills. So we're going to be having a small workshop on that at our office. Come so that you will not say that your skill is not making a way for you, meanwhile you don't really know how to use the internet and other means to have that. And to you, Sibel, and the ATV team, my kudos goes to you. All are doing a good job. Keep up. Baldrick, your place always.
A place slip. Right.
Don't you think Baldrick has to be paying me?
For this publicity,
every day
right?
His place is sleeping.
Just like that.
His
just
place
like
is
that.
flat off or ground for my hand.
Maybe now when he is sick, is that positive?
No.
That you've been making him sleep. Too much sleep is not healthy. I'm sorry, you mean well when you say your place.
Of course, right? Of course.
Yes, Mrs. Schneider Williams, have a nice day ahead.
A better one for you, Sylvia.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you saw it in the Learning Lab today. To those of you who like gist, Kongosa, everything that's trending, you will get it after this musical interlude as we welcome your Prince MC Protocol, Odogu number 1 out of 3 in the world. Stay tuned.
All right.
Heavens, thou shalt feel your will.
I'm back again. Eels. MX. Lot of pain and regret. The journey's been a mess, lot of hurt I must confess. Hides behind my smiles, yet the fake is a reflex. Part and parcel of myself, cause I'm cautious not to let anyone in my head, yeah. Another day, another time to talk about my life, my toxic journey and my strive to live and survive. These are my flaws in this watch, this is who I am. It's been a bumpy ride, man, I cannot lie. Cause I've been drowning in my thoughts, asking where I belong. A lot of questions but no answers, so I turn to the song. This music is my soul expression when I feel like I'm lost. I turn this ink into my tears, watch me crying along. My ambitions have turned to monsters eating me up at night, and all my dreams have turned to nightmares sleeping out of my reach. I'm on the race against my demons, feel like I can compete. I'm losing slowly to this darkness, will I ever be free? Feels like I'm out of my service, my network is broken, my feelings have been wild and out, yet nobody can hear me. All they see are these my smiles, but they don't know that I'm hurting inside. How can I tell them this clown is hurting inside? Been shooting with precision, but the goal is never hit. The pressure mounting around my neck feels like I cannot breathe. Yes, I'm not breathing, but I'm breathing, it is crazy, I know. If only you could understand, wish my feelings could show. Cause these are my ills, the ills of my life. Yeah, these are my ills, the ills of my life. Yeah. The exception to the theory, happiness out of reach. So I've been thinking, pessimism infested my thoughts. A lot of tries, lot of failures, that is all I could see. Felt like a curse, this feeling came in all types and such. So the music was my only way, helped me every time to cope. Kept me straight when I was low, one when I was feeling cold. Relieved me when I was down, taught me how to find my sound. Close to me when no one was, hurt my thoughts when no one was. You can never measure till you feet in my shoes. Behind every joke I make, there is always a truth. Yes, I'm a clown drowning in chaos, this is nothing but truth. This is the life behind the curtains, this is the state of the view. Frustration, regrets, depression, fear and deceit. There's little love that I could give, but no one I could see. Cause every time it's the same story, fairy tales don't exist. Cause every time it's the same story, fairy tales don't exist. But I I am grateful. I cannot lie that I am truly grateful, cause all the hurt that I felt make me more thoughtful. The sadness sharpens understanding, so I'm truly grateful. These ills are curses but are blessings, so I'm truly grateful. But I am grateful, I cannot lie, I'm truly grateful, cause all the hurt that I felt make me more thoughtful. The sadness sharpens understanding, so I'm really grateful. These ills are curses but are blessings, so I'm truly grateful. Yeah, I guess I'm back again. It's another one. Another ride through my life. Hope you enjoy the journey. Use Amex.
Yes, I told you guys that we are taking you to the gist of the show, and there is no better person doing that than Prince MC Protocol, your Odogu number one out of three in the world. He has a lot for us today, and I know you didn't go far because this one concerned Kongosa. Anyways, welcome back, beautiful viewers. Prince MC Protocol, good morning.
Good morning, Sibel. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Mhm.
It's another wonderful day at ABAKWA Studios.
Yes.
Kongosa.
Yes, you had to match your cap with the mic to match just like that. So, Prince, tell us everything that's trending.
Okay, we are going to start this morning with some beautiful behind-the-scene videos of one of Cameroon's finest artists, but which unfortunately is of late now, Fish. Do you remember Fish?
Yeah, I remember.
Yes, who died some years ago. The producer of his music, Hola Hola, DJ Carl, released some BTS of him really vibing to that song during pre-productions at the studio, and that video has been trending online and has made a lot of people to like, oh God, why?
God, why?
Yes, because that was really an amazing talent from us on Timely. Let's watch the video. Yes, we can see Fisher developing new dance moves. Yes, that was an artist that I would personally say he was an artist that was really a sensation. Yes,
wow.
You know, all his songs have just been, you know, till date, people still vibe to his songs as though they are songs that were done just yesterday.
Yeah.
So, but well, that was just to tell you that we are still missing Fish and we'll always miss Fish. On that note, so may his soul continue to rest in peace. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Verinutina. Yes, Verinutina is an artist who single-handedly started her own genre of music in Cameroon, and is at the top of that genre of music in Cameroon,
which is
the Afro genre.
Okay,
yes.
Nice.
Jang reggae Afro vibes. Just like the young girls of nowadays who say Christian Musmo Ashawo vibes. Yes, that kind, you know, when the Android Christians now. Yes.
Yeah.
So in Jang with Afro vibes. So Verinutina has done so well in that field of Afro Jang to an extent where she now has the power to vote who wins Grammy. You know what Grammy is? Yes. Grammy is the dream of every artist.
It is.
So Verinutina has been officially invited to be part of the Grammy Recording Academy class of 2025.
That's
yes.
Huge.
That is very huge for her, as in the fact that you want win Grammy now, don't move Verinutina. You don't get one vote.
She's going to brag.
Yes, it's a very big thing for her as an artist, for Cameroon as an entertainment industry, and for Africa in general. Yeah, that begins to raise the question of Verinutina. Who is she? Yeah, many people don't even know her. Personally, she has not done anything really trending for some time now.
Okay.
Yes, but for the fact that she has been called up to be part of the Recording Academy, class of 2025 means that even if we do not know what she's doing, but she's doing something. Yes, and that something has earned her this prestigious place in the Grammy Recording Academy class for 2025. So once again, congratulations to Veronitina, and we hope that with this position, she uses her, artistic eye to select who, Grammy. Winning the Grammy is, like I said, is a dream of every artist. Yes, there are artists who live, make money, blow up, dies, yet with no Grammy awards.
That's also an exposure to the talents that we have in Cameroon, right?
Definitely. Yes, the African artist with the most Grammy is Angelique Kidjo.
Yeah,
yes,
you said that
5
last
Grammys,
edition.
Yes. And we also said last edition that she's also the only African artist to be part of the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Yes. So those are some of the big things our African artists are doing. Okay, I always like to say something and come back with follow up. Let's talk about this, our bicycle guy.
Where is he now?
The guy don't touch 3 countries already.
How?
Shock. You don't enter Ghana. Yes. This guy, he left Nigeria. He arrived Benin Republic, Togo, and now he's in Ghana. I'm telling you now, he's in Ghana.
How? On a bicycle.
On a bicycle.
Not a bike, not
a bicycle.
Taxi.
So no? I don't know. Even if we want to say, oh, this guy, this Ojo somewhere, he's doing. How do you explain the fact that this guy is not telling us the truth, or he's just doing this for social media? Because he's actually taking pictures in those countries, and they are real life pictures, and we can see them. Yeah, so how do you explain the fact that the same bicycle he left Nigeria with, 8 days later, he's in Ghana with that same bicycle? You don't go in Ghana, buy that same bicycle. Yes. Really? So this can only tell us that this guy actually means business. Even if he ends in Ghana and goes back, he still would have done something that no one has ever done before. Yes, to have left Nigeria to Ghana on a bicycle. Yes.
In how many days?
In how many days? Even in a car. Just leave Cameroon here to Lagos. I spent 24 hours from Lagos to not even Cameroon, to Ikom, the border town to Cameroon. When I say 24 hours, it means that, like you leave Bamenda maybe at 10 in the night, by 1, 2, you're in Douala. No. When I say 24 hours, it means that if you leave maybe at 10 in the night, you travel the whole night, 10 in the morning, travel again the whole day to 10 the other day. No stop, that's 24 straight hours.
Wow.
In a high-speed private car from Lagos to the border. Now imagine somebody using a bicycle. My God.
That's mysterious.
My God. So once again, this guy, just stay in touch, and we're going to update you as the guy continues on his journey. Let's see if he's going to reach America. And let's see Donald Trump will repatriate him. We went to America and then a connection. Okay, still in Nigeria, let's talk about Shan Comics. Yes, we always, Shan Comics.
No,
he's a comedian. He's a comedian that has a very unique style of comedy and has actually won the heart of, the whole world. Yes, to an extent that in most of his comedy, he said Benita. Yes, so we later found out that Benita is the name of his real life girlfriend, which Shan Comics has officially dumped after 5 years of relationship to date Lil Wayne's daughter. Yes, that's Lil Wayne's daughter. Shan Comics now the chick with the big girls.
Wow.
According to Shan Comics, he's been on 5 dates with Lil Wayne's daughter. And the girl has taken care of all the bills, and I've never, sat one day and say, Shan, I bet Momo me 200K and stuff like that. He now starts comparing this to Nigerian girls. That in Nigeria, before you even want to go on a date with a girl, before the date, you have to buy the girl, do the girl's hair, buy the girl's dress, and do everything. So
anything wrong with that?
Begins to ask the question, how can you even compare such things?
How?
One, Lil Wayne's daughter is 10 times richer than Shan Comics himself. Yes. You're going out with a lady that is 10 times richer than you, and the lady is taking care of the bills, and you're comparing to our gold diggers in Nigeria. I mean, sorry, our girls in Nigeria.
They'll come after you.
How can you say that?
Okay.
Yes, it's the same thing even in Bamenda here. Some of us are, scared to, because of, we want to start, Yeah. Siberian, if I say, okay, let's go on a date. Most of you girls in Nigeria, in Bamenda, don't even know what the date is. Yes.
Wow.
It's just if they charge you highest, you start visiting the body, fry egg. You sit on the go on a date, go to one cool spot, just look into the girl's eyes and suck ice cream, just talk about your lives.
Okay, on whose bill?
Even if it's on the guy's bill, most girls don't know that in Bamenda here.
Okay.
Yes, it's a strange concept for them. Yes, in America, you don't just meet a girl and say maybe I love you and all that.
Yeah.
You're like,
Let's
can I take you out on a date? First date, una know a date yet. I think it's official. I think after the third date or something. That is when now after the third date, that is when she may give you maybe a kiss and say, okay, maybe you drop her off at the house. You say, maybe can you come in for a nightcap and stuff like that. After
the lady will ask.
After the third date, those are protocols. Those are some of the important protocols in dating that we should start following.
No,
yes, because in our real day life, it's like I love you, talk your own. Yeah, that is.
But why not go straight to the point?
That's why relationship is done in Bamenda here. Okay. And next day, baby, please, my gas is finished. Please, come me 10K. 2 days later, hello. No wonder Shankomi had to dump Benita for a Western girl that takes care of everything, takes care of the bills, and then she's not a burden to you. I mean,
do you support that, by the way? An African man doing that? What's your respect?
Well, I wouldn't say I completely support Shanks, because the Benita has been with him from down there to who he is right now. Yes, so those are those girls that will say, I was with you when you were nothing, and now that you've made it, you want to dump me. But to an extent, girls are the reasons why you see some of these celebrities decide to, the fact that I have money doesn't mean that a lady should just be a complete burden to me all time now.
Obviously.
Yes.
Obviously.
So at times we men just want to sit and our girls say, okay, please dress up. I want to take you out on a date.
You're sharing this is what you're indirectly telling your girl to do this for you. I know.
Yes. I mean, those are some of the things that guys, want to see in Bamenda girls that they do not have. That is what makes them to I think francophones do that. If you ask someone that has dated the francophone and an anglophone, you want to compare. I think that the Bamenda boys would prefer to go for these Douala people. They'll say that even Douala people, when a girl likes you, she comes and tell you that you should tell. Okay. Yes, she doesn't give you green light like you say, Bamenda.
You see why brotherhood is proud of you. I think I need to bring somebody that sisterhood can be proud of too. So we'll be telling you people the things that we expect men to do for us.
Yes.
Prince, this is your bias. We'll not go
it's
far.
Not being biased. I'm just trying to, as the world is changing, so should our ideology, our mindset, our definition of what a relationship is should also be changing as time changes.
Copied.
Yes. So officially, Shang has dumped Benita and he's now in the high leagues. Yes. He's chill now with.
We wish him the best with that.
Okay, let's move ahead to talk about what relationship. I heard the topic of today was talking about relationship and all that.
Private and secret.
Yes. Let's talk about Chioma Chukwuka. Yes. Chioma Chukwuka is no longer Chioma Akpata. She has gone back to Chioma Chukwuka. Yes, this lady says that the reason why she's divorcing her husband is not because she's falling out of love with her husband. It is because with time she stopped loving herself. Yes, she found out that she no longer knows how to love herself because of a relationship. Yes, so you as a lady, Sibel, tell me, maybe you should explain what it means for a girl to say, she's putting her everything in a relationship to an extent where she no longer knows how to love herself as a person.
Yes, that's maybe when everything you're doing is to please that man and he's not seeing it. He's not respecting it. He's not valuing it. I think so. That you will let go of yourself, your principles, your values just to satisfy what that man wants. And it's not appreciated.
Yes, that is very true. There are relationships where a guy, maybe always likes his lady to dress maybe in shorts.
This particular way.
Yes. Yeah. But that is not the lady's dress style. So because of the lady is in a relationship or married, she decides to do everything that guy says. Yeah. So much so that with time she loses focus or she loses her personality completely. Yes. And that is why Chioma Chukwuka is no longer Chioma Akpata. She's now Chioma Chukwuka. That is one of the reasons why she has given for divorcing her man. Yes. So do you think that is a valid reason for a divorce? Yes. Remember marriage. I always quoted an example that if you're going to my church, full gospel, right?
Yeah.
As you divorce, you're not allowed to get married again.
Because
until your partner dies. Yes.
Really?
Divorce is even rare that once you're married, you're married. Yes. There are only rare cases where until your life comes under direct threat that you can say, okay, you divorce. Even after the divorce, you're to stay single till maybe your partner dies. Yes.
Wow.
So that is it. And at some point, I think that is good. So that it gives value to marriage.
To marriage?
Yes, because if divorce is something that should, like in the Western world, you see, they are married 2 years, they are divorced and all that.
Yeah.
It makes marriage to just be like a relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, it's only that signature on a paper that indicates that you're married. But with laws like this, I think that you see marriage as, something that...
Don't you think that people will now endure the marriage instead of enjoying it because of the tag? Don't you think so, Prince?
Well, there's a reason why they say marriage is a one-time thing. So
it's okay. You know what to say.
You're married.
Okay.
So officially, Chioma is no longer married. Let's talk about this Kerrville town in Texas, which was overcome by flood in recent time. Okay. Yes, the video is really devastating. Yes, let's watch that video. I think it speaks for itself. Yes, that is a town in Texas, America that has been overcome by flood. Just imagine, I do not even want to start imagining the loss of maybe lives, properties in a thing like this. Yes, it's really devastating. We see an extent where a water can carry a house. Yes, can uproot a house and transport it along. That can tell you the strength of water. Yes, water is really, really, really something that should be feared when it happens like this. So as we send our condolences to every citizen of every town in Texas, and I hope that the government has made provisions. I think that it's America, right? Stuff should have been done for them. Maybe a temporary
because it's America.
No, well, that may just be an assumption, Sha, but if something like that happens in Bamenda here, now any man for himself, God for we all. Okay, let's move from there and talk about football. Yes, let's talk about football.
It was hot the other day.
It
was hot.
I think on Wednesday,
Wednesday,
PSG held the almighty Real Madrid.
4?
My God.
And the 0?
My God.
How?
4 goals to 0. Within the first 24 minutes, they had already scored 3 goals.
Wow.
First 8 minutes, 2 goals. Man, Real Madrid. Real Madrid had 2 shots on target.
Be careful, you have fans around.
True, the possession was 70-30.
Yeah.
PSG 70 and Real 30. Who does that?
Who does that?
Well, so PSG has gone forward to attend the finals. That is, he's going to play against Chelsea. Okay. Look at PSG's record. Right? Look at PSG Real Madrid 4 goals to 0. PSG Bayern Munich 2 goals to 0. PSG Atletico 4 goals to 0. PSG Inter 5 goals to 0. Wow. Wonderful. PSG Donnarumma is the goalkeeper of PSG. Out of 8 matches that he has played, he's kept 7 clean sheets.
Wow.
7 clean sheets in the sense that in the whole match he did not concede even 1 goal.
Wow.
Yes. That is Donnarumma.
He's good.
The only goalkeeper that is in the forefront of Ballon d'Or. That's in the front liners of Ballon d'Or this year. Donnarumma. Yes. So, but the win of last Wednesday goes further to prove that Ousmane Dembele is the lone competitor and well-deserved player to win this year's Ballon d'Or, undisputed.
Okay.
Yes. So this Sunday tomorrow, PSG is going to be facing Chelsea in the FIFA World Club finals. And
Okay.
go, I know it's not even at the fact that PSG is my
Okay.
team, but it is certain, almost certain that PSG is going to go home.
Are we sure about that?
So PSG is just 2 wins away
Yeah.
from winning the six treble. That's he won the League One, French Cup, Champions League. He's going to win Super Cup. He's going to win Club World Cup.
Going to win.
PSG this year has been
Okay.
unstoppable.
Okay.
And it's this same squad that will play next year. So we hope to see this same PSG in next season football. Okay, let's leave there and give our Forex tips for today. Remember, if you're a trader in Forex in Bamenda and you wish to start trading Forex, you can always reach out for us to start your classes. So let's get our Forex tips for today. And it is on this note that we call it for today's edition or for today's slot of Kogosa on Arise and Shine.
We missed you talking about I am Tita Protocol, one from Balinyonga. You didn't do that to your viewers. That's disrespectful.
I think that well, it's true. It's true. If you were just joining Arise and Shine now, I'm sure that you just missed Kogosa that was presented by me, Tita Protocol, one of Balinyonga.
Yes, thank you very much, Prince MC Protocol, for gisting us, and everything today was just so interesting as usual. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you were entertained by Kongosa done by the only Prince MC Protocol, Odogu number 1 out of 3 in the world. Now let's have this conversation we've been having from the beginning of the show right up to now. I want to say a special thank you to all of you who stayed tuned watching till now, and to those of you who have liked the video, those of you who are commenting. You know, it doesn't really bite to follow, so follow right now. Well, the topic of discussion once again says, do you agree that there is a difference between a private and a secret relationship, and is it a red flag to be in any? Yes, Prince, we want to have your take.
Well, yeah, of course, there's a difference between a private and a secret relationship in the sense that a private relationship is a relationship that when it's so private, it means that it's something that you would like to, to just be between you and your partner. It's a relationship that you may not really want to put it out there, or you may not want to always bring in third parties, to start to start judging and pointing in your relationship. Whereas a secret relationship, for my opinion, it's a relationship that it's completely secret, as in the sense that you even sit and forget that you're in a relationship.
What a wild thought. So two of you can be in a relationship and it's secret to you two.
Yeah, see, I remember when some years ago when I was still, dating and all that, there were times where you sit and you forget that you're in a relationship with somebody. When you're scrolling through WhatsApp and you're like, hey, I remember I'm in a relationship, you say, hello, babe, how far? Please, sorry, I did not text you, and stuff like that. It happens. Yes. Where relationship is so sacred to an extent where you lose track of time. It's like guys, most guys that want to keep sacred relationships, most guys and girls too, that want to keep sacred relationships are mostly maybe because they have many of those sacred relationships and they want to, you have your 3 of your sacred lovers here and you're chatting with 3 of them and none of them even understand that they are co-wives or co.
Wow. Your opinion is just so different.
Yeah. And it's a red flag based on why you're doing it, right? For a private relationship, especially when you're a public figure, when you're someone that is already out there, I think that having your relationship private is something that should be encouraged. Why? Because you can really have, third parties, online in-laws come in and break up your relationship. So I think that a private relationship is not really a red flag, but a secret relationship definitely should not even be encouraged. As to why would you even be keeping a secret relationship unless your well-being, your life, or your an important aspect of your life depends on that relationship being secret.
Well, do you know what I think? I think that the beginning of every relationship is a secret, because at that moment it's just between you two. Do you on day one, or maybe let's say the first week of dating someone, and you go straight to tell your parents, go straight to tell your friends, and maybe your loved ones very
Nice.
close to you? Do you?
Boys, have you seen a boys cycle? Yes, there's
Tell
no
me
how I
more.
can enter a new relationship and my best friend or two of my friends don't know. Even before
Okay.
I was asking you out, Sef, now then you give me relationship tips.
Mm.
Yes, that you don't. It happens.
Okay.
Yes, I used to be a point where you know, not even I used to be or stuff like that. There are
You
guys
are.
who like flaunting their girls on
Okay.
status, you
Mhm.
just post and all that. Even on day one,
Mhm.
especially these young lovers. You know, when relationship first one more relationship, you know that's the taste, no.
Yeah.
Yes, guys like to flaunt that, is flaunt that. So it's after maybe after some time now that relationship now starts being private, not by choice but by by time.
Okay.
Time happen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So is it a red flag if your partner does not post you?
Well, to an extent, I used to really like to be flaunted when I'm in a relationship, but time has shown me that it's not really
Doesn't really
necessary
matter.
and it doesn't really matter much again. Yes, there were times where I would literally break up with you if you do not post me. Yes, and once in
This
a while,
guy.
post and say, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. I love this guy." Stuff like that. I used to enjoy stuff like that. Yes, the funniest part is I used to date more than one lady and always love all those ladies to post me like that. I don't know how I be check. Whether if you go clash with yourself, it's straight away to.
Yes.
But with time, as one grows bigger, grows more mature, and gain more experience in life, you notice that some of those things are vanity and will not matter in heaven.
Oh wow. Preach. Okay, thank you very much, Prince. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you have been sending your messages. Time is not on our side. I'll take this one last message and we are good to leave your screens. You agree, right? Now, this message says, I am Alex from Gomram. I absolutely see a difference. A private relationship is about cherishing what you have without needing everyone to know. Okay? It's beautiful. But a secret relationship, that raises alarms for me. It feels like there is something to hide, which can damage trust. If someone can't be proud of who they are with, that's definitely a red flag. Last one, good one to close the show, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that last
Trust.
speaker really explained
Mm-hmm.
and gave, is it a he or she?
It should be a he or a she. Alex.
Okay.
Alex works for both, right?
Okay, I think that that opinion is unique and already says a lot about our topic of discussion. If you heard the message, you should, of course, rapport with what he just said.
Okay, Prince. I want to have your last words on this particular edition of the show. And before that, I have to tease your brain. Yeah, you were smiling, thinking,
Okay.
oh, Sibyl has forgotten. Never. Right, the last riddle we are going to be having for you, Prince. Let's have it. It says, well, since you already heard about the first one, the second one you must have researched. So I just want to, I just want you to confirm. Well, the second one for you, Prince. It says Mother's Day is always the second Sunday in the month of May. When is the earliest day it could be?
Okay, I think that since you assume that I research, let me just tell you what I know.
Okay.
But since it's already an assumption, I think the earliest day can be, the 2nd of May.
The 2nd of May.
Yes, assuming maybe the 1st of May is a Monday or so, the 2nd of May being a Sunday should be the earliest day in May. Mother's Day can fall.
Mother's Day. Okay, I'd like to take it this time again so I know what you're saying. It says Mother's Day, follow me, Prince, and viewers follow me as well. Mother's Day is always the second Sunday. Don't let go of Sunday. Mother's Day is always the second Sunday in the month of May. When is the earliest day it could be? That is to say that if Mother's Day comes always on the second Sunday, and if it should come early, it has to be before the second Sunday of May. You agree with that?
Is that the answer you're giving?
No, I'm taking you there. Do you agree? If we
Yes.
say that Mother's Day is always the second Sunday of May, and then we say when is the earliest day it could be before the second Sunday of May. Yes.
Now you've
So
lost me.
second Sunday, let's say the month begins
Mhm.
on maybe Sunday. 1 week, that's already should be, let's say, first, second. The days of the week begins with Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Sunday 1, Monday 2, Tuesday 3, Wednesday 3rd, Thursday 4th, Friday
5th,
uh-huh
Saturday 6th,
uh-huh
Sunday 7th.
Sunday 8, because you're already at 8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first week of the month,
Mm-hmm.
which gives you the first Sunday of the month, which is the 8th of May. Are you getting me?
So you're trying to say the answer to this video is the
Yes,
8th of May?
8th of May.
No, I think it's the 2nd of May.
Why is it the 2nd of May?
Okay. Now, Mother's Day can fall is always the second Sunday of May.
Yes.
Right? When is the earliest day in May? It can't be. Now, assume that
So
the
don't
first of
forget,
May.
don't forget that Sunday needs to be the day, because it is always on a Sunday.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right? Assume that before, what's the month before May? Or let's assume that the 1st of May is a Monday, and the 2nd of May is definitely going to be a Sunday, right?
That's assumptions.
No, why not? Calm down. You are confusing me.
I'm calm. I'm
See
calm
now,
and I'm down.
for peace to win now. Let's see the 8th of May.
Right?
Yes.
No, I want you to understand, but your explanation could make sense, but this is clear because it is a Sunday. They have specified, or Sunday, that it always falls on a Sunday. And so if it could come on a second Sunday, so if it should come earlier, then the first Sunday of the month should be the day. And we calculated it here.
The first Sunday,
the 8th of May.
The first Sunday of May could be the. Let's like that.
You go explain tire, no evidence.
Serious note.
No evidence. But guys, the comment section is open here. You want to choose?
Yeah, I think that this debate is open.
Yes,
we'll continue on the comment section.
Yes. If you agree with Prince, let us know. If you agree with the response I'm giving, let us know as well. It's been a wonderful time, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So your last words now.
Okay, it has been an amazing time here on Arise and Shine.
Yeah.
And hopefully we are going to be together next time. And until then, keep watching Arise and Shine and keep watching ABAKWA TV as a whole.
Yes, Prince MC Protocol. Have a nice day ahead and keep searching everything that's trending. Bring it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is at this particular moment that we come to an end of this edition of the show Arise and Shine, which comes to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, only on ABAKWA Television. Now, remember, it's that show where we always engage you viewers in real-time discussions on current events, lifestyle topics, and societal ills. On today's edition, I'm hoping that you have been motivated enough. You've been educated in our learning lab. You have now known the importance of drinking water, and most of all, you have now known, or you now know, what is trending online and on site. I have been your wonderful host, Menyam Sibel. Now, a shout out to Baudrek, our producer par excellence. Keep watching ABAKWA Television.
Arise.